Yo, GD here, and as you can see, this is going to be my very first video of F1 2018. And apologies, there's been a delay in this. I was under a separate embargo, which is the reason why I've not been painfully been able to upload for the last few days, when a few other people have got the game early as well, who've been able to. But now finally I can start uploading, which is really nice, and it's given me a bit of time to actually play this game, which is a good thing. And I wanted to bring you this video because I thought this is pretty important, especially for people who play career, that how good is the 110% AI, otherwise known as the ultimate AI in this game. So today we're going to go around Silverstone because that is one of my favourite tracks, and I've done it a fair amount on this game. Well, fair amount-ish. I'm not saying I'm an expert or anything by any means, because I'm still very much getting used to the game. And this was quite fresh into the game when I actually recorded this. So you can see we're going to be running default setup, and as you see by the settings, no assists as usual. Using the wheel, so here is my wheel settings for anyone asking. This is a TS XW Thrustmaster wheel, so it won't work the same, it won't work for all wheel types because they are completely different, and obviously your driving style, but those are my wheel settings. So we're using all assists off, default setup. The only thing we're going to change is maybe the brake bias, the MFD during the race. But we're on pole position now in the Mercedes, which I don't know if that is actually the fastest car. Something a test that I'm actually going to be doing. It may actually be the Ferrari, but its traction initially is very difficult for starting. The first thing I notice is how aggressive the AI is. It is super aggressive. It kind of reminds me of Project Cars when the game was released, the first Project Cars, where they kind of drive into you as if you're not actually existing. You can see there, it gives me a little bit of room on the outside, but not really too much room there. Very aggressive. And now I felt this was a good video to do, especially when I'm not up to complete pace of the game. As you can see, we're already locking up as well, which is the handling is something we'll be talking about in a separate video. But I think this is a good video to do because a lot of people won't be on this level and they'll be very rusty. This could even be their first F1 game. So I thought this was good to actually show when I'm actually new at the game myself, because I don't want to really show it when I'm at my best pace, where it might be pretty comfortable to beat the AI. I want to show it at a level where people are just coming into the game and their first experience as it is for me. So hopefully this is a good showcase of really what to expect when you come into the game. And I feel my level is fairly good, pretty good. Obviously there's a much more improvement to go, but I felt this would be quite a good test to do at this time rather than waiting maybe a month or so into the game. But as you can see now, we've dropped to 4th place, and the 3 leaders ahead of us have pulled away. And we'll be talking about the ERS. We'll be doing that in a whole separate video because that is a very important thing for this game. As you can see with the fuel mixture above as well. So they've got 5 elements to the ERS deploy, with 3 in the race for the fuel mix, as we always have done for each race or for each game so far. So that's plenty to talk about, but now we've really got to try and focus on trying to catch these 3 guys. And you can see they are very quick. The AI, the first thing I noticed, as I said, is very aggressive, but they are extremely quick, and almost immediately I can tell that they are much quicker than F1 2017, because I know there was not really too many complaints. They were fairly quick if you weren't experienced at the game, but they were not aggressive at all. They would just literally jump out the way if you were dive bombing someone, especially if you were doing esports events to qualify for the Pro Draft Series online. They would literally just jump out the way if you dive bomb them from 10 or so kilometers. But I can confirm they do not do that at all, as we'll be able to see a little bit later in this clip here. They do not do that. They do not move out of the way. And the question really asked me, which will be more evidence towards the end of this video, is maybe they might be a little bit too aggressive. Maybe they kind of remind me, as I said, as Project Cars, where they just don't, the AI kind of drive like you're not even there in some cases. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. But driving games, it's going to be very difficult to implement the perfect AI. But it's all about, would you prefer an aggressive AI that doesn't really move and you really have to fight against them, or would you prefer an AI that are quick but just jump out the way? I would probably prefer the first, where they are very aggressive, actually, to be honest. So this is definitely an improvement immediately straight away from F1 2017, but as I said, the game has only just come out. It hasn't even come out yet. officially come out yet. So plenty of time to test this even further. But I thought this would be a good one. This track very familiar for me. I feel I'm at a good pace around here, and good chances for overtaking. Plenty of high-speed corners as well. I was going to do it at Spa like I did in my last year's video, but I felt this would probably be a little bit of a better test. But I actually did do Spa anyway for this, and also against the 0% AI, which is coming in the next video after this, around the same track. So you'll be able to compare the lap times back to back, and see what the difference between 110 or 0% AI, which is literally no AI at all compared to previous games. So we'll be able to see what that is. And so please subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a hot lap every single day on release dates from the 24th. As you can see, Bottas is streaming past us. So it's really good to see that they're actually not being scared off when you actually try and defend down the inside. So that is really quite refreshing to see that. But yeah, with my channel, I'll be doing a career mode daily. That is the plan, either from today or tomorrow, along with another video each day, and then hot lap videos will be coming out every single day from the 24th. That's something I can confirm. So looking forward to that. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But you can see now we've dropped back to 5th, and the traction, as I said, you have to be very smooth in this game. You really cannot slam it down. So it's good. It feels really good at the moment. So coming under attack from Raikkonen. It's gone down the inside now, so he's already trying to challenge us. And the AI, I don't know if they're running all default setups. I assume they are, but they are very quick in a straight line as well. They are super fast, as we're just about to see here now. So Raikkonen coming up behind us. He's got to go down the inside, going to old turn 1, and there's actually been contact. And I really didn't feel he was alongside me properly, as we'll be able to see in the replay camera here, the really nice replay camera, as how far along he was down the inside. And again, this will hopefully show if the AI is a little bit too aggressive. They are very quick, which is something we can already see, but maybe they're a little bit too aggressive, as the point of contact, his rear wheel isn't even touching my rear wheel. It's his front wing touching my rear wheel. And in my opinion, I don't really feel that's his corner. As you can see by here, I just can't see how in real life someone would go for that. And yeah, I'll leave it up to you. Let me know what you think, if the AI is too aggressive or not. But in a way, as I said, it's quite exciting to see that they are trying to overtake you, and you have to be, really defensive, and you have to actually be on your game. And maybe 110 AI, I don't think it's going to be for everyone straight away, especially if you're not experienced. You definitely will not have fun with this AI. But in lower AI, as we'll be able to see with the 0% video coming out soon, maybe something in between, I feel will be a really nice sweet spot. As we restarted the race again, because we got a little bit of damage, I believe, from there. And this is just a showcasing again of how aggressive they actually are going through this. You can see the start getting a not very good start. It's very difficult. I haven't got my buttons actually calibrated properly at the moment. You can see kind of shut the door there a little bit, but that's okay. So we're going to go down the inside of Ricciardo there. And again, on the previous game, they would have definitely left room there. So the AI really are just driving like you're not there. They will not go concede, which is the main point really. They're not going to concede any corners or anything at all. So this time we get an okay start, trying to go around the outside. So this time we managed to actually scrape through turn 1. So now we can actually try and have a proper battle with Verstappen, which in the Red Bull you'd think would be very quick around corners, but on the straight of this Mercedes, you would hope we'd be very quick. And can see already how much he's pulled away. It's crazy. And now we've got Vettel behind us. You can see the straight line speed. We've got Max Rich and Hot Lap ERS mode deployed, and he's still almost having a go into the end of Sector 1. And yeah, I assume the AI is running default, but that is very quick in a straight line. I think we might even be able to see it again here. And this is with no DRS is involved. We're in the max settings possible going through this. You can see, so that's how dangerous the AI actually is in this game. As I said, some people may think that's a bad thing, but for me, it's really exciting. For someone who doesn't really play career mode really on my channel before, this is kind of what I want to see. I want to make it more like how it is in online gameplay, where people are actually really aggressive. That's something you do want. And something I have noticed as well, which I'll again be making in a separate video, is the tyres are quite cold at the start of the race. So I noticed on the first few laps that, especially going through the old turn 1 for example, you cannot go flat out because you'll just run wide. The tyres are just not up to temperature. The carcass temperature is not up to temperature, and again we're coming under attack. Once again, you can see he actually tries to go for the move, so I think there might be just a little bit too optimistic sometimes, the AI through there, but luckily we managed to scave way through that, and now we're going to try and hopefully have a little bit of no pressure from behind and a little bit of free air to try and catch Ricciardo. As you can see how much he's actually pulled away from us. But now we are, as I was trying to mention, what I was trying to think of before, yeah, the tyre temperature. We'll be able to see that coming up soon. In the first couple of laps, they are very, very cold. There's not much grip, but I noticed after a while, after around the third or fourth lap in the 5-lap race, they are just much more up to temperature. There's just so much more grip. I even did a worse lap or worse line go through. As you can see through here now, I think I was just about flat out. It was a pretty difficult flat out. You have to get a line perfect, but on other laps, there was just plenty more grip. So that's something we have not had in an F1 game for a long time. At the start of the race where the tyres are a little bit cooler, there's not as much grip. You really have to wait for them to get up to temperature. And that's really, really promising to see. And I can actually feel it through the car, which is something I've just not had for a long time. Since 2012, to be honest. 2012 was the last game where I felt that was really actually implemented in the game. So that's really good to see. And for league racing especially, that would be very, very exciting. But you can see now, start to close in a little bit as we're only 2 tenths faster than Verstappen going around here. So yeah, again, the AI is very, very quick and very clearly ahead of the 2017 pace. It was definitely, the 2017 pace was pretty, it was okay, but it wasn't really the Ultimate AI. It was still reasonably comfortable to actually beat them. But on this, I think with the default setup, it's actually going to be quite a challenge. After a month or so, as I said, I think it'd be a lot easier, but I still think it'd be definitely you'll have to actually work for it rather than just cruising up to them, just pointing your nose into the corner, and then they're just going to just move out the way for you. That is really not going to be the case. You can see coming through here now, just about making it flat out through here, up into, well, putting it down the ERS, because it's quite useful to save the ERS going through corners. You don't really gain any time through here. I love this sequence. It just feels really, really nice on the wheel. It feels super connected. And the wheel itself, it just, in the previous game, one of the issues I had is that it just felt quite floaty when it was changing direction, whereas now you can actually really feel the limits of grip at a high speed. You can actually feel it, and if you actually turn too much into corners like this, the slow speed corner here, if you turn too much, it'll actually go light on you, the steering. And yeah, that's really nice. You really have to get the biting point right in order for it to happen. So we do a 28.7 now, so going even quicker. And you can see the tyre temperature, I can confirm it is definitely what's making the difference. You just get quicker and quicker each lap until your tyres drop off. And tyre management, I really hope, a lot of people have been saying that is definitely going to be the case. From my experience, I feel that is going to be the case as well, but I really hope that's what actually happens in this game. We have to actually manage your tyres, your tyre temperature, and I really want it so people can actually go 2 or 3 laps longer than someone who's a lot more aggressive in the driving style. Someone's a lot smoother or just a lot more efficient on the way they drive, and imagine a wheel spin and braking and not doing as much lockups. If they can actually really go longer where it's not scripted, then I think that'll be absolutely amazing, and that's what I'm really hoping for. And that's something else I've noticed as well, is that the dirty air for me is really quite strong in this game, which is what they have in real life. And you can see coming through this corner now, see the front end is just wanting to wash away just slightly, and again, that's really good. That's really what I want, because see, with the straight line speed now, it's very quick. And again, going around the outside, but the AI didn't really want to move there. I think he moved slightly, but he really was a bit reluctant to actually move in that case. And yeah, definitely more aggressive. I've probably said that about 100 times in this video, but they are way more aggressive than they were in 2017. 2017, on an event or something, they would just, if you were anti-outside, they would literally just move out the way for you. They would not even try and defend their position or anything at all. But on this, they actually seem to really stand their ground, which is something I desperately really want to see. And going over that curbs, Curbs are really something you want to avoid in this game, which is again something I've noticed. You really want to stay off them when you're accelerating or when you're turning into corners. You really don't want to be touching them because it actually really unsettles the car going to the corners. So go through here. Some corners like this are okay, but when you have the sausage curbs, you really just want to avoid them at all costs going through here. But we're quite low on ERS. And you can see we're playing around with it quite a bit. I think running in none, it really, you won't lose any speed through the corners. I really feel it's going to be the case where you're using more of the ERS, you're changing more of the ERS and you're actually changing the fuel. I think that is really the biggest impact. And I'll be doing a comparison of what a lap is with full ERS is compared to no ERS. That's something I think will be particularly interesting because I think it'll be comfortably over a second difference. I think comfortably it'll be way over a second, even up to 2 seconds, I think possibly, as it was on the Beta and Suzuka. So coming into this last sequence of corners now, very difficult race. It was not easy at all, where I definitely, as you can see, we're quite rusty, but we felt like we've driven at a pretty good level, and we're only just beating the 110 Ultimate AI. So I was pretty happy about it. I was pretty impressed actually of how difficult that actually was and how much I actually felt like I was playing a real player, which is ideally what you want to see. So let me know your thoughts on the experience so far, if you do have the game. If you don't, what did you think of this? Did you think it was too difficult? Did you think it was too difficult or too aggressive? As you can see, Arava there actually in the game, so it's pretty nice to see some of our faces in there. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I will see you soon. Peace.